Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome. All of you are welcome here. And do I have anything to say about today? No, I don't. So this is your card of the day. Whoop, there we go. I got two isms today. I am living happily ever after, and I'm self-confidence, and I influence through kindness. We have our card of the week, Commander Ashtar, for the second week in a row. Leadership activation. So they are going to influence our card of the day. It is time to evolve. It's time to trust in our own abilities to guide other people. Let our mess become our message, and let our challenges become what we move through, what we inspire others to move through. Let's see where we are. I have done my, yes, I need to put that one back in the deck. I have done my shuffle. Let me do it again. Gertrude and Beatrice. Whoop, they say, put your feet on the floor, you're not grounded. Okay. And if all of you are watching this, if you're not grounded somehow with a foot, 1 foot, 2 feet on the floor, put your feet on the floor, take a deep breath in and let that out. All right. I'm just shuffling. You haven't told me how many times to shuffle. So they said, we'll just keep going. Okay, you'll know when to stop. All right. I'm going to do one more time, then I'm going to stop. It's like watching paint dry. And I want to pull this card from the top. There we go. Done. This is a number 4 day, which basically says whatever you was on your mind when we talked about it being a number 4 day, stop worrying. Because your angels are with you. The divine is with you. Your spirit guides are with you. All of they're here to take care of your prayers. Sandalphon, all of these wonderful archangels and angels and spirit guides, the ascended masters and masters are all here to take it on for you. That's why they are like your cosmic board of directors. Now with Ashtar, he's been known to appear in human form to people in dreams and in meditation. And it may not be this image particularly. It could be a shape of light. It could be just a sphere of light. But you ask, who are you? Show yourself, name yourself, present yourself, reveal yourself. And if Ashtar is the name that comes up, or something similar, then you know it's this spirit. Sometimes the idea, the name will pop into your mind. Either way, it's still a connection. He's been known to work with the peacekeepers and the light workers on the planet, you, me, and the many others, to support the evolution of the human soul, which is really what we're doing. We're moving this big planet, and not just the planet itself, because I think the solar system can take care of the physical movement. It is the consciousness and the culture and the feelings and the thoughts that we are shifting. And we are shifting it. Let me tell you something. The Ashtar command brings a message that we've all got the ability to heal others and evolve ourselves. The challenges we are feeling we're surmounting, they're opportunities. Nothing but opportunities. And we got to lead by example. Living honestly, sharing your truth, talking about your struggles, your triumphs. Not saying that you have to, bare your soul if you're not comfortable doing that. But whenever we do it, we give other people a chance to follow and say, you know what, if they're doing it, I'm doing it. It can be brave and it can leave us feeling vulnerable. Let's see how this card plays into this one. 2 of Michael. Now, Michael is the equivalent to the swords. It's about what we're thinking. It's about how our thinking can influence what we feel. And then when you put the thinking and the feeling together, you get a behavior, or you get a reaction, or you get a response, or you don't. And here we see our 2 unicorns. A nice mirror image. Just lapping up in the surf of the beach. In its message really for today, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Over-analyzing a problem or not coming to a resolution or a compromise. So I can speak to myself with this. When there's stuff going on in our lives and we're not able to kind of move past the stuck stuff, two things are going on. It's a comfort zone because we know it so well, and subliminally we may be garnering a connection with our friends that we want that nurturing, we want that romancing from friends. I'm not saying that we go out and set about to push our problems to the world. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's possible. I'm saying that's usually what happens. So when the angels, the ancestors and the guides say, give it to us, we'll take it on for you, that's what they're wanting you to do. They want you to give over all of your woes, and know that it's going to be better if you make that choice. If you're struggling or over analyzing or picking apart the situation or hoping it'll just go away, your heart is in conflict with your mind. That's what I'm saying. We think about something, we feel it, and then whoosh, here comes the behavior. It could be exhausting. And it can create unnecessary stress. This is why Commander Ashtar is saying, if you want to be a leader, you've got to show people how to get rid of this stuff. I like to use this analogy that, stress is like a shopping cart that you go through the store, you load it up with all the rubbish that you really don't need to be putting in your body. You get near the checkout and you realize, I don't need half this stuff, and then you walk back through the store, put it all back on the shelf. Or you walk out the door and don't buy anything. This is the kind of analogy I give when you're worrying too much. At some point, it gets to be where there's so much worry and so much woe and so much what if, oh my goodness, what if. It is exhausting for you. It's exhausting for people that you talk to about it. And you're getting messages that it's exhausting and it's time to let it go. Now listen, a solution is really possible, especially on a 4-day. But the compromise is actually the better part of it. Here's why. We can all go through our life and we can all say, I don't want this and I want that. I don't want so-and-so and I want that. But this and this, and I wish and I wish. No. Somewhere in all of that bushel of mess is this thing. The word is manipulation. It's usually, and I've done this day before yesterday or whenever I talked about the mirror, what we see and we are a little bit irked by in other people. We have to look at when we're doing it, because it wouldn't irk us if it did. It would not irk us, upset us, give us a problem if it wasn't something that we wanted to try to relieve ourselves of. And that can be what a 4-day looks like. The over worrying, the over analyzing, the digging in too deep. Now this is where the compromise comes for. There are things that you can allow and the things that you have to discard. You're the only one that can make a decision about that. By turning into the part that says, I'm allowing myself to be human. I'm allowing myself to feel these less than positive, less than happy, less than kind, less than good thoughts. And I'm allowing in a sacred resolution to all of it. I'm allowing in the sacred resolution to all of it. My good friend Vicky says, I'm ready for the best benevolent outcome for such and such to take place. I am allowing the best benevolent outcome for this situation and giving it over to God, giving it over to the angels, giving it over to my spirit guides. My angel guides, my guardian angels, names Daniel, David, Grace, Simone, Lucas and Samuel. They are a bit like a circle. And Lucas and Samuel, Grace and Simone anchor the corners of it. Daniel and David, and then there's a space over on the left side of that box that is open to receive and allow in the wisdom from the spirits. The self-confidence comes through being kind to yourself, being graceful to yourself, and moving forward with that clarity. So Commander Ashtar says, we really can't have leadership in light work when we're still dragging around the woes and the worries that other people are dragging around. Other folks want to grab a hold of that confidence. They want to grab a hold of that kindness. They want to grab a hold of that understanding. They want to grab a hold of that feeling it's going to be okay, you'll be fine. Even though all of us know we've been in all these situations where, oops, a daisy, I'm not sure if that will be fine. I'm not sure if that is going to happen. We still have to sit in that power and sit in that confidence and sit with that part of saying, I'm going to allow this in. I don't know why, but I'm going to allow this in. You can also trust your spirit guides and your angels, particularly your ascended friends, the ones who spirit cannot hold their body, or the ones whose body can't hold their spirit. There you go. Those that we've known, and those that we love, and those that we trust, and those that we have space for, and this is coming right from Beatrice, have the capacity to leave very quickly. It's sudden death I'm talking about. It's a shock. On one hand, you've got people that we love and we care about and we want to be around. Right here, right there, right in front of us, right where we want to have them. And then they're gone. The body could no longer hold this humongous big spirit, and they get called for something else. Or the body wasn't able to do what it needed to do, and the spirit got greater and bigger and bigger and bigger and woof, ascended up out of it. They didn't go anywhere. The physical space that they occupied while in physical form, in a human form, perhaps vanished. The energetic, ethereal space that this person, parents, children, loved ones, friends, occupied, got bigger. And I'm trying to get you to understand this. Physical space, not here. Made room, made way for others. Spiritual space went whoop, like this, expanded. And there's this thing I have when folks pass and they go, and I'm covered in this, so Beatrice, thank you for getting this clear. And what I know for sure, and the work I do when I channel these spirits from people that have questions about the people that they lost, they didn't lose them, they didn't go anywhere, but they respect everybody that are here in human form to make a choice. And if the people still in human form, still in the physical, are choosing to be in their sadness and be in their grief and be in their feelings of that, the spiritual says, I'm going to give you your time and give you your grace. Now, I'm going to move and shift it into the physical on physical, the people on people, the here and the now in here, right? Imagine that you do have that meeting, that conference with the Maker and with Archangel Azrael, and they're going to take you up, that you're going. I've been to that meeting. I said, oh no, I'm not going. Oh, no. It was lovely, but I wasn't ready to go do that. Let's just say that there's this conference, right? And you're in this conference room and they're pointing out, these are all the great things you can do when you become a spirit. When you become ascended to where you're going, this is all of this. And we're applauding you for all the work you've already done. But there's all this work you can do, right? You can choose, do you want to go, do you want to stay? However, when you say, listen, I am not done like I did. I don't want to go. I'm not ready to just disappear off into the ethers and become a spirit. My grandmother, literally, on my mother's side, I never met her. She died in 1945. Flew right across the room, got right in my face and said, "You got some work to do, my son," and then they all vanished. Well, what's the work I got to do? That is where you ask those on the other side, what's the work you want me to do? What is it that you need for me to get? And usually it's live your life as if you were in one of those stories, living your life happily ever after. When you live your life happily ever after, you give permission to other people to do the same thing because they want what you got. You also say, I am self-confident and I influence everybody through my kindness, and you exercise it. Kindness becomes your religion. Love and kindness, happiness, joy, harmony. And whenever some of that stuff is a bit like one of those buoys on the water, begins to pull you down, when those dark waters of worry, of stress, of all the things you got, whoa, I got the bills, whoa, I haven't got enough money, oh my goodness, I'm not going to, when that's pulling you down underneath, there is that riptide. And that riptide says, where are you? What are you doing? Get back up. Give your worries over to God. Give your worries over to the Creator. You say, listen, I'm here. There used to be a saying I used to say long years ago, when people would talk about gay people coming out of the closet, there was no closet. I didn't have one. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know why people were calling it a closet. It never existed. And my motto, which was a bit naughty, would say, I'm here, I'm queer, get over it. And it got me in trouble, and it was, not such, it's weird I should be talking about this because I've just gone through some of this stuff. I'm not going to get into the weeds. Beatrice is saying that's not for the card of the day, that's for another conversation. Listen, that's all I got to say. I don't want to get into too much of this stuff, but give your worries and your woes out. Go. Because there's work to do. And when you are doing the work, your worries and your woes and the things that are bogging you down kind of take care of themselves. I'm hoping that makes sense. I love you. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. I do all of this because I love doing all of this. Until tomorrow. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.